Welcome to part 6 in the series CAN Bus Introduction. Today we are going to add an extra button to pin 6. I am only going to explain any code changes made from the previous button _V2, as this keeps the videos short. I assume you have watched the previous videos. If not, I suggest you go back and take a look. The first change you will see is I have changed the global variable name for the pins 6 and 7. I have done this, as you may want to have sensors, rather than buttons on your layout, and really we are reading the voltage level on the actual pins on the Arduino, so you will see they are still const, int, pin _6 and this equals 6 and the same approach for pin 7. We then declare two global, int, variables for storing the previous state of pin 6 and 7, and set them to high. In the void setup function we set up both pins using the pin mode function using the parameter variables pin _6 and 7, followed by input pull up. In the void loop function we start by adding two local variable which are of the type int, and they have the name state 6 and 7. They equal the digital read to their global variable names. We then have an if statement that checks if the stored value of state 6 is not equal to previous state 6. If it has changed, it then moves to the next line of code. Send state function can be seen to have two parameters attached to it. 6 and state 6. The code will go to the send state function and carry out what is coded within it. Once the send state function has completed its required duties, it will return to the void loop and complete the final line, which changes the previous state 6. In the void send state function, you can see we have two parameters, which are both int variables, with the names pin and state, so in the void loop we set pin as 6 and state as the value of the digital read of the pin 6, so high or low, which would be saved as 1 or 0. The next line char message, 8, this line declares a character array named message with a length of 8. This array is used to store the formatted message that will be sent over the CAN bus. The print function. This line uses the print function to format the message. It takes the message array as the destination, the size of the array, size of message, and a format string %d. The format string indicates that two integers, %d, separated by a colon will be inserted into the string. The actual values to be inserted are the pin and state passed as arguments to the function. For example, if pin is 6 and state is 1, the formatted message would be 6:1. The next three lines of code I have explained in previous sketches, so I will not explain them again. But once this message has been sent on the bus, it returns back to the void loop function to the point after the call of this function, so once it has changed the previous state 6 value, it goes into the next if statement, to check the state of pin 7. This sketch should be used with the CAN LED 2 sketch, which I will explain in the next video. I hope this is showing how easy it can be to adopt the CAN bus for various projects.